What's up, guys? My name is Blake Moore. Welcome to More Finance, and today what I'm going to be doing for you guys is we're going to be doing an Uber Eats night shift, and we're going to see just how much money we can make, and we're going to see if it's actually worth it to do Uber Eats during the night shift. So it's about 7:40 right now, and we're going to get right into it. Let's hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we are just going to go ahead and push go. We got that Jazz game going on right now, not looking too good. They are losing, but it's all good. And let's see, it looks like we got about 1.2 times peak pay, 1.1, depending on what area I'm in. I'm right on the border, so we're gonna watch this Jazz game. Hopefully we get some orders soon. Let's go. Well, guys, we got our first order of the night. It's just over $15, and it is 13 miles. But the reason I took this order was because it's a lot of freeway miles. In fact, almost the whole thing is just there and back freeway miles. So I decided to take it. It's only supposed to take me 30 minutes, which, if that's accurate, then that's on pace for a $30 hour. So yeah, I'm gonna take this. Let's go get it. Well, guys, we just dropped off those last two orders, and yeah, it took me right about 30 minutes. So we're on a good pace right now. Hopefully it continues, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever made $30 an hour for the night shift. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it keeps up. Let's keep going. Well, guys, I just dropped off that Chick-fil-A order, and I got a story for you guys because this is crazy. So I'm going to drop it off, and he's like, hey, man, take your time. I'm in a meeting. It's going a little bit long. Like, just take your time. And I'm like, really, bro? Like, come on. I got other orders to do. Like, I can't just wait around. And he's like, okay, I see you. Because, like, I couldn't find him on the map. So I'm, like, looking everywhere, trying to call him. He doesn't answer. And then he's texting me, and he's like, I guess if you just see it on a table, leave it there. I'm like, I don't see a table, but, like, I can see some chairs. So I'm going to go leave it over there. And then he ends up running out as I'm getting it out of the Uber Eats bag. And he hands me this because he felt so bad. A $20 extra tip, guys. So that was a $32 order right there. Just insane. Like, you never know what people are gonna do. Just made my whole night, and now we're already at about $46. So we're killing it so far. Let's keep going. That was amazing. Let's go. Well, guys, I waited at that McDonald's for like 15 minutes, and man, it just makes me so mad. Like, oh, so I pull up and I'm waiting there, and I'm calling. It's a McDonald's, right? There's not that big of a drive-through line, but I'm like, you know, it says to park in the stall, call. I might as well do that. It might already be ready, you know, because that happens sometimes. And then I'm calling, no answer, and I see the girl, she's bringing out orders, and so I'm like, okay, maybe they just aren't going to answer their phone, but they'll just bring it out when it's ready. 15 minutes later, I finally go up, ring the bell, and they come out, and they're like, oh, are you DoorDash? And I'm like, no, I'm Uber Eats for so-and-so, and they're like, oh, so we're actually focusing on drive-thru right now, so if you could just come through the drive-thru, that would be great. The drive-thru is 30 cars long now, like, and I'm pretty much trapped in. And if, like, why not have like a sign or something that tells you, like, at 10 o'clock, if you're Uber Eats or DoorDash, come through the drive-thru, like something. Ooh, it just makes me so mad. I can't even tell you guys. I just wasted 20 minutes of my time on that garbage, and oh, it just gets me. If I would have been happy to go through the drive-thru right off the bat, you know, no problem. And then, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Alright guys, so I decided to wait till the next morning to film the outro of this video because I wanted all the tips to be factored in and just everything like that. So now we're going to go through and see if this night shift was actually worth it. So for the day, we made $121, but I did do an earlier shift and I had made $47 in 2 hours. So we're going to subtract the 47 from that. So 121 minus 47 and we get $74. But we have to remember that I did get a $20 cash tip as well, so we have to add on $20 to that. We made $94 in 5 hours. So overall, I would say, is it worth it? $94 divided by the 5 hours, we were making $18.80 per hour. And considering for the whole week, I averaged $18.60, then this was actually slightly above my average. So pretty much, I would say that it is worth it to Uber Eats the night shift. And this was on a Saturday, so it is going to be busier than if you were to do it on a weekday. And also some things to look out for and just some stuff that I noticed that would make it more effective if you did these certain things. And that would be to not go past 11 o'clock or 11:30. You could probably get by with going till 11:30, but like from 11:30 to 12:30, it was just dead. Like, there was no orders, and I actually did get like one order, and it was a McDonald's order, and the line is like 15 cars long, and they don't, like, I parked and I tried calling again, they answered, they told me to go through the drive-thru, and so at this point, like, all the restaurants are just trying to get through their drive-thru. They do not care about their delivery orders, and so I would highly suggest to just not really go past 11 or 11:30 because at that point, you're just going to end up waiting in super long lines and it's not even going to be worth it. And so another thing that I saw as I got later into the night is a lot of restaurants end up running out of food. Like, I went to a Taco Bell with a stacked order, and one of the orders they just completely could not do because it was a nachos order and they had no chips in the whole store is what they claimed. And so I had to call support. That took over 10 minutes just to call support, get it figured out. And I actually got lucky because I had already said that I had picked up the order. I was able to get full compensated pay for that order. So that is a little tip. It might be a little dishonest, I'm not sure, but it's honestly, it's whatever, because I should have got paid for that order anyway because I had to wait so long on support and in the line. But basically what happens is if you show up and they can't do the order, then if you call support, they're going to compensate you $3 for that order. Now, this order was like a $10 order that I was doing, and I would have only gotten compensated $3. But because I had checked that I had picked it up and swiped to start the delivery, because I wanted to see if I could deliver the other order while I was on support, but unfortunately it was taking me to the order I couldn't do first, and so I just had to wait in the parking lot. But because I had already done that, I did get the full $9.33, I think it was like almost $10. I got the full compensated pay for that order. So that's a little tip. If you think it's dishonest, then don't do it, but it's just something that I found, and he literally told me on the phone, like the support agent was like, hey, if you swipe and say you started the delivery, then we can't give you the $3 compensated pay, you just get paid for the order. I'm like, sounds good to me. Like, so if you think it's dishonest, don't do it, but you know, it's whatever. I had to wait 20 minutes anyway for that order, so I figured it was the correct amount of compensated pay. But yeah, other than that, I would say pretty worth it, pretty big orders, and like, honestly, I was surprised with how consistent the orders were coming in. I actually did decline like 3 or 4 orders throughout the night, so that was a surprise. It was busier than during the day, which, like I said, surprising. So I would say it is worth it. Don't go past 11:30 and you should be fine, but we made $18.80. If we could have completed like 1 or 2 more orders, it definitely would have been worth it because we would have made over $20 an hour. But there's some tips and tricks for you guys if you're doing the night shift. And with that said, hopefully this video gave you guys some great information. Hopefully it was enjoyable for you guys to watch. And if it was, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. And along with that, when you hit that subscribe button, you're going to be entered into the giveaway that I'm doing for this month, this challenge month that I'm doing. There's going to be hundreds of dollars given away. So if you want to be entered into that, make sure you subscribe as well. As you guys know, you're the best subscribers in the entire world, and I will see you guys next time.